everybody, welcome back to the gray area. I know we missed a week, but a lot of stuff been going on and we wasn't able to film, but I'm back. Gia will be back next week, but no, you gotta just deal with me. Elena. So I'm just gonna be doing like a get ready with me while I show you kind of my makeup routine. I'm not a beauty guru. I am not a makeup artist. I am just a girl with a little bit of makeup and doing her best like the rest of us, okay? I wanted to talk about a topic that I see a lot of people struggling with, especially women and some men, and it always stems from our childhood and stuff like that, and that's with self-confidence and loving yourself and how to get back to loving who you are and even finding who you are, because that's a hard thing with everything that goes on in society. It's hard to really get to say, you know, do I really like this, or do I like this because society says to like this, or am I supposed to be acting like that? Like, oh, you know what I mean? There's so much influence out there. And I think we have to get back to ourselves and being our authentic selves. And I think that's hard to do. You know, basically where everybody tells us what to do, how to wear our makeup, how to do certain things, you know. And it's really hard to keep up. So, with that being said, let's get in with some makeup. First I'm going to, and I don't use the best makeup, I'm sure. I just buy stuff and try it. I don't go to those fancy places and get a lot of fancy makeup. But self-confidence. So, you know, really self-confidence comes with understanding your self-worth and understanding what makes yourself valuable, because we all have things that makes us valuable in our self-worth. God has given us all a certain gift in this life, and once you find that gift, then you kind of understand your self-value, your self-worth, and you kind of get a self-awareness. So I got a lot of, so I use this everywhere. And it's easy to like see somebody in their gift and you be like, oh, I could do that. And it's a very dangerous path to try to walk in someone else's gift. Just because you can do it. Like, we all have different things that we can do. But what is your gift? What should you be doing? And I think that's what a lot of us mess up, because it's hard to get confidence in something when you're not supposed to be doing it in the first place. Well, for some people. So it's always good to have an internal self. You know, take time to yourself. You know, go to the movies by yourself, date yourself, learn what you like. Because if you know what you like, nobody else can tell you what to like. And then with that being said, and don't judge people for what they like just because you might not do it. So, take the time to learn what you like. Like, if you love doing your makeup, then do your makeup. If you're rather not do makeup, then don't do it. You know what I mean? We all have hard things of what we like and what we don't like. I'm a girl. I barely wear makeup. Like, it's very rare that you'll see me with makeup, only if I'm doing something or have somewhere to go that's business related, or even sometimes business related. It depends on the day. It's like, you know, in DRE, sometimes I shave my legs and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I wear makeup, sometimes I don't. And you know, sometimes I deal with this, and you know what, I'm just me. Okay, so As I talk about self-confidence, there's a few things that you can do to build yourself back up in self-confidence. You have to, first of all, you have to find the root of where your self-confidence or self-esteem started to diminish. You have to find the root of it, and you have to speak to that problem. You have to heal yourself before you can just be yourself. Because if you're damaged or something happened to you, it's hard to get where you want to go without facing those, those issues that you had in the past will make you feel that is causing you to feel this way about yourself now, if that makes sense. So you have to go back through your life, and whoever said something to you that made you feel less than, you have to address that. Now, you don't have to go to that person and tell them off or anything like that, but you have to find the root, and then you have to forgive that person, and then forgive yourself for allowing those comments to affect you in the way it has. Because let's be honest, a lot of times we let other people's opinions affect us more than they should, right? So once you dig deep into what was the cause, like what made you start really feeling less than yourself, what was said, what situations happened, you have to find the root of the problem. For most of us, if you are church going, you need to find your center with God. You need to find that relationship, and God will easily help you find out who you are, or supposed to be. If you're not, or even if you're in church, it's okay to go see a counselor and talk to them until you find that person. They have life coaches, they have counselors. There are so many things that you can do to kind of just find out who are you, right? If I said that right, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation. Now I mixed two foundations, and I'm sure there's makeup has gotten much better, but I'm gonna finish these tubes before I even start looking for a different brand. I use Maybelline Fit Me. Been using it for years, but I mixed two of their colors together to create one to match me. If it comes out, ooh, don't pull too much. Okay. And then that's in a little drugstore one, not drugstore, beauty store one, LA Girl. I kind of just do one little squirt. Then I mix that up together to form my color. Right? Perfect. In 2009, I decided to go natural. So that year I was still, because before 2009 and going natural, I used to change up my look every week. My friends was like, I don't understand, like you be Diana Ross one day and then you come back with micro braids and you take those micro braids out and then you have a different curl. Like I used to change up my hair, and back then weave was cheap. Like I was cheap and weave was cheap. Like $10 a bag, I'll get 2 bags and I'll have a new look. You know what I mean? And it was fine, because I wasn't expecting it to last long and I was doing it myself. So, but I would change it up every week. I would change up my look, and still couldn't find me. it wasn't me. It, you know, it was somebody else I was trying to be. I was trying to fit in. I was buying clothes to trying to fit in. I was going to the club and I was drinking to trying to fit in, but I just never fit in. It wasn't me. And my self-confidence was just, you know, I'm in the clothes of my friends, and I just, you know, I remember just looking at like, oh my goodness, they can attract guys and nobody attracted to me because I'm not as pretty as them, because I don't have the best looking clothes and I'm not the skinniest person, and you know, I'm not, all my friends are pretty and know how to do their makeup really well, you know, like I had no self-confidence at all. I honestly don't know when it changed, but it did. I just, once I got out of my depression, it's just a sense of clarity. And once I went natural, I cut my hair. In 2009, I kept it, I kept a weave in the whole year to give me some growth, because like I said, I had real fine hair and I have a birthmark in my head, so it's like a little bald patch. So I can't just do the, I wish I could just shave it all off. I can't do it because I don't have the right head shape, and I have this little ugly bald patch right here that's just, when I say it's ugly, it's ugly. Okay, so once I got, you know, a nice little, I cut it off, put my little band on, had my little honeydew bush, went to work. Bam, 2010 February, I was like, yes, I'm here, I'm natural. I felt so free. My friends was begging me. I had a friend that she was begging me, please let me go get it relaxed. I'll put it in your head, Elena, don't go natural, you know. But I'm like, I finally am me. Like, I see myself, I'm gorgeous, and nobody can tell me nothing. No, I mean, I might not be gorgeous to everybody else, but I'm gorgeous to me. And that's the thing about self-confidence. You have to be gorgeous to you. You gotta look in the mirror and be like, yep. And if you want to have makeup to enhance something that makes you feel even more gorgeous, then you do it. If you feel you don't need makeup, girl, you do it. You know what I mean? It don't matter. So I just really think it's important for us, and I need to be doing my makeup while I'm doing that. I'm just talking. So another thing about self-confidence is finding the things that you love to do, you know, and maybe the friends that you have now may not love those things, or you feel like they're gonna tease you for it. It's okay to have different groups of friends. It's okay to have different things, because some people are not gonna go where you're meant to go. Okay, so if you feel a need, like if you really feel like you're supposed to be doing something and your friends think it's crazy, they're not your real friends. It's time to move on and find some new friends. You know what I mean? If you really feel like, oh, I want to be doing this, I want to be doing that, and especially if you feel like, you know, nobody in my area or nobody around me have done this before, what makes me think I could do it? You can do it, because if it was put in you, just go for it. Find people that are into what you're into, and then surround yourself with like-minded people. And then that actually helps boost your confidence, because when people around you are doing what you're doing, you be like, oh man, and you get to talk to them and collab with them, and it just creates a more confident you, because you're around people that's going to encourage you in what you're doing, instead of people around you who don't understand what you're doing and kind of discouraging you or throwing you away. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to change your circle. So in order to get self-confidence, you have to find people who think like you, so you can move forward. But be aware too, there are some people that's still not on your team, even though they might think you're competition, but then most of the time God will remove them out the way anyway. They gonna get removed. You don't even have to worry about them. You just keep doing you. You know what I mean? I don't know what else to do. I haven't done anything. Woo! Okay, I have to hurry up because I have to bring my daughter to her grandmother. Her baby. But I'm back. I did not know my camera had cut off. So I pretty much finished my face. This is all I do. I don't do a lot of stuff. I don't really do the highlight stuff. I try to contour. It don't really work that often. This pretty much, I have this naturally, this line, so that's how little makeup I put on. You can still see the stupid line in my face, but it's okay because it looks like a, you know. But the last thing I need to do is my lipstick. And I watched a video on BuzzFeed a while ago and said your best nude lip is same color as your nipple or areola. So I made no second telling my husband that. So every time he see a woman with a nude lipstick, he's like, you do this? I don't know. Not everybody know that tip, you know. So this is what I do. So I do a little bit of this color, and then I do a little bit of the other color, which I don't have the exact color anymore because I lost it. So guys, let's do a minor recap. Self-confidence, people, is if you're dealing with low self-esteem, go back, find the root to where that started. Kill that, you know, if you was a tree, kill that root, you know what I mean? Let that dry up. Don't get no more water from that root. You got to kill it. You got to find it out. Whatever the cause may be, if it was a person, you have to forgive that person. And forgiveness is not for them, forgiveness is for you to move on with your life, okay? After you forgiving them, and you start working on yourself, find something that you love to do. There's plenty of ways to find your purpose and what you're supposed to be. Once you find out what you want to do in life, find people who will support you in it. Some of your friends will not follow you, like I said before. They were not going to follow you to your destination. Some people you're gonna have to let go, okay? So find people that's going to support you. Go find people that's in that area that's going to lift you up. Get active in church, get active in around positive people. Stay positive, stay offline. It's easy to wallow or look at other people like, you know, I don't look like them. It's okay. You know, find what looks nice on you. If you think that looks good, you know what? Even try it, because maybe that look may be for you. Just try it. If you don't like it, try something else. But you need to find you, and not someone else. Be you. Be authentically you. And it takes time. Write letters to yourself that you're beautiful. On your mirror with lipstick, whatever it may be, sticky notes. You just have to learn how to love yourself. And if you're single, start dating yourself. Just love you, okay? And that's, you know, that's how I found my self-confidence. Is I stopped looking at what other people had or what other people did, and I started just being me. You know what I mean? Like if I didn't like something, I stopped doing it. I didn't care if my friends did it. I didn't want to do it because that wasn't me. And once I got a little self-confidence, people wanted to be around me. And it was weird at first. It was really weird. But I knew because you know, once you're yourself, you're going to attract people to your light. So just be you. All right? Guys, thank you for being here on the gray area. I'm Elena. Thank you for being here while I do my makeup. I know I talk so much. I'm gonna cut it down, so I don't want this video to be more than 10 minutes. So I'm gonna get to the good parts, and I hope you have a blessed week, and we will see you next Thursday on the gray area. Bye.